No.
Everybody all right? Anybody hit?
I don't know.
Anybody?
Jack.
They'll be here, sister.
This is Mannion. I need all available units to Kansas and 16. The corner. We've had shots fired. Give me an ambulance right away. They're looking for a black 92 Cadillac. Coupeville, I think. 4 occupants, all armed and dangerous. Yeah, right away.
Mamá. 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 No me dejes, mamá. No me dejes.
Voy a mandar por ti en un mes mando.
No, mamá, no. Por favor, no.
En un mes mando por ti. Mamá.
Sides, 1, 2, and 3.
Es que yo los vi, habían como 4 o 5 de ellos en diferentes carros. Todos tenían pistolas. Había un moreno con pelo chino, con unos lentes.
Can someone translate for me
Había
here?
un
All
moreno
right,
con
can you
pelo
give me a description of the second tribe?
Nope, I didn't see him, man. I just got my head down.
Your girlfriend told me you knew the other guy.
I don't have no girlfriend, and I don't know anybody.
Whatever. Yeah, all right.
The boy who was shot. You know him?
Aquí anteriormente, pero yo no me acuerdo del nombre de él. Yo no me acuerdo. Explícale a ella.
She's seen him before, but doesn't know his name.
How about you?
Everyone here called him El Presidente.
What's that mean?
He wore fancy shoes.
Yo no quiero hablar con ella. Ya vamos.
Vamos, es peligroso hablar con el policía.
Pero si tú eres la que estás hablando.
No se meta.
Oh, I don't know when I've been so scared, Jack. And you just ran at the bullets.
Yeah, well, that's why I get the big bucks, you know what I mean?
We're ready, sir.
Mendoza?
Hasn't arrived yet.
Would you page him again?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, Gwen, we had a witness step forward that recognized one of the kids running away from the scene. I want to know if you can recognize him.
Sure, what do you need me to do?
Well, we've got him lined up out there. I want you to see if you can identify him. 1 through 6, left to right.
Which one was the witness not sure about?
I can't tell you.
Okay, but it's not that one, right? I mean, it's not him, right? It wasn't him, right?
I just said I can't tell you that.
Jack, I see him. It's Miles. I know it's him. Miles.
No, Gwen, you can't talk. Gwen.
Am I supposed to know you?
It's me, baby. I'm your mother.
Lady, you're crazy. My mom is dead.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
This morning, an auto theft turned into a gang turf war and a young boy was killed. Dead boy was a member of the Latin gang Mariano Verde, MLV. I pronounced that right, Captain? Mm-hmm. The shooters are still at large. They're most likely associated with the 26th Street gang. So that's 3 dead Latin gang members in the last 2 weeks, all associated with car thefts. Not a coincidence, people. They know we're not doing our job. Car thefts are up, recoveries and collars are down. Chief Mannion.
So, Detective DeBrino, what aren't we doing?
Well, the bait car program was suspended, so we're doing things the old-fashioned way.
So the bait car program gets suspended, and now we're 2 steps behind these crews.
4. The types of cars that are being stolen don't fit the profile. There are no new chop shops. The number of cars that are abandoned or torched is decreasing, which means these cars are disappearing. They're taking these cars out of the district.
And what do we have to do, Paris?
We need to get off our butts and find out where they're taking them.
Commander Dryden, did you know that the majority of the cars found in El Salvador are stolen from this country?
No, sir, I didn't.
Well, they are. That means somebody's going to a lot of trouble to get them down there. Joe?
All right, where, when, how, and why. That's your focus. Go to work. Dismissed.
Nancy, this kid that was killed this morning, let's find out who he is. I want to bury him with a name.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Temple.
Yeah.
Mendoza?
I don't know.
Come on, Elsa. Dígame.
I told you already. I don't know. I wasn't with Armando yesterday.
Hey, Gus. What, are you sick?
No, sir.
Family problems?
No, sir.
Oh, you must have lost the address to the station because we haven't seen you there.
Crime's out on the street, not in my office.
Oh. Well, let's see. You're head of the gang task force and you don't bother to show up at a crime scene? That kind of bothers me.
The 26th Street gang found one of Armando Gutierrez and his crew jacking a car on their turf. One of Armando's crew was killed.
Uh-huh.
I keep up with current events.
Yeah, so do we. If you'd been to Comstat, you'd know that.
Statistics and dots on a map aren't the remedy to what's going on out there. It's overwhelming.
Why don't you ask for help?
Well, can I get 25 officers who speak Spanish assigned to my detail by tomorrow? Can we redefine the juvenile criminal laws? Because these thugs are kids. And by the time they get through the juvie process in a month or two, they're back out doing what got them in trouble in the first place. And then there's the immigrant problem. You want me to ask for help? Where do I start, sir?
With me.
I found it in his pants pockets.
It could be his mom. Same nose and chin.
This kid was illegal. See how emaciated he is? Hasn't been in the country long enough to fatten up. I found deposits of soot inside his nostrils.
Yeah, from riding the trains up here? You check out his fingertips?
The yellow stains from sniffing glue.
Deadens the hunger, makes the trip bearable.
Why Washington? Why not stop in Miami or Palm Beach?
He's probably got family here. Or somebody thinks it's family. I mean, somebody speaks the same language, is from the same area.
Rat bites. Most likely picked up crawling through border crossing tunnels. Being smuggled in produce trucks. And the bruises? Looks like he's been in a fight.
More like a beating. There's no marks on his knuckles. I don't think the kid threw a punch. All this bruising on his neck. How long do you think?
2 days. You figure out who he is yet?
No. I tried to call you. You okay?
No, I'm not. I'm afraid that I'm going to forget what he looks like. I mean, now every kid I see reminds me of Miles. You know, since the day that social worker, she came and she took my baby from me. Jack, I study the faces of kids in the street and in parks and in stores, and I'm just thinking that, you know, that I might see him. I mean, I'm just hoping that I can see him again. So I can tell him that, you know, I'm coming back for you, baby. We'll get you back. think I'm crazy too, don't you?
No, I don't think you're crazy. I mean, you're a little crazy. And Gwen, every mother knows her child. What is that, Emily? Wait a minute. My golly, you had something in your hair. He was tutoring English in the neighborhood, so I had one of the unis get his phone number and address. Gwen, he responded to Miles. I mean, the look on his face when you walked away, I mean, there was something in his eyes. I mean, come on, and he looks just like you, Gwen.
Even if this is him, I can't pursue this. There's a restraining order until he's 18.
What is the matter with you? What happened?
What?
What happened to the Gwen Hendricks that I know? Fights injustice, that anytime the system screws up, she breaks any rule there is. The one that is willing to go up against any obstacle, no matter how powerful. The Gwen Hendricks is more powerful than a speeding bullet in a locomotive, and it jumps off of things.
You know what? You're right. She's back.
All right. Not a girl. Huh? Huh?
Right. Thanks.
All right. You're welcome.
Say it.
Don't change anything.
It will to me, so say it. I know you do. I know you do, so say it. What are you so afraid of? If we keep doing this, we're never gonna get out of here.
Who the hell is he?
Tico, you're supposed to call before you come over.
¿Qué hace ese tipo aquí?
Es mi amigo!
¡Es un puerco!
Lárgate! Lárgate!
Exactly how many guys have a key to your apartment?
He's my brother.
Debrino, do not get comfortable. All right, the stolen SUV had a tracking device. Insurance company's gonna let us take the first shot at it. Here. You listening to me, son?
Yeah, sure.
All right, the thieves are gonna park the car to make sure it's not hot. You set up a surveillance. When they show up, let them take the car. We're gonna follow them, find out where it's chopped or shipped.
Okay.
All right, find your partner, find this car.
Good morning to you too, sir.
Do not sit down, son. Go to work.
Hey, Gus.
Chief,
Morning.
the surprise visit thing you do, I mean, is this your style, or is it just something only the two of us share?
I just care about you. See, I'd never ambush another cop like this.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. No, I've been thinking about what we were talking about, and I may have some solutions.
You can get me the men I need.
No, I told you I can't do that. But it doesn't always take manpower. Sometimes it takes a little brain power. We take the laws as they exist on the books, and we make them work our way.
Chief, I'm telling you, this thing is...
Not impossible. Just takes patience.
Cuidado, cabrón.
Oye. Rival gangs, los Salvadoreños. Salvadorian. But it's Truce territory here. That's why I hang out. See the new faces, who they're with. Check the attitude, see if something's coming. It's Lucas Rivera. He's a tough character. Met him 2 years ago when he was a scared kid. Couldn't speak English.
Well, they gotta eat, don't they? But what I'm talking about is we set up shop in fast food places like this. You know, put some cops in here, start establishing relationships, especially with the new recruits before they get jumped in. What do you think?
They'll just move to another place.
Then we move too.
The El Salvadorian gangs are solely responsible for the recent increase in property crime, auto thefts, drug trafficking, and extortion, MLV. They're recruiting new members at the rate of 30 per week. Immigrants, most of them, kids who don't speak English. There's a pyramid of power that connects all the way back to the cartels in El Salvador.
Who do they report to in Washington, D.C.?
Well, these faces and people change on a weekly basis. Currently on the southeast, there's a 15-year-old kid who runs a crew of 25.
How old?
15-year-old, Chief.
Nothing but a bunch of little mobsters.
Joe, what do you think about RICO?
Organized Crime Act?
Yeah, worked in New York to help bring down the mob. Instead of going after one gang member at a time, we bring down the whole kit and caboodle at once. Plus, the other beauty of RICO is you can prosecute a juvenile as an adult.
Where you going?
Hey, Gus, how do you say kit and caboodle in Spanish?
A toda madre.
Ah, gracias, amigo.
Hey, oh, Bruce, come here. Yeah, yeah, what is it now, man?
Hey, you can't say, hi, Jack, how are you? How's it going? How's your day? How's your love life? Any of that?
I assume that's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, well, I got another question for you. Bruce, listen, are you aware that we have a new gang problem here in D.C.?
Yeah, MLB.
MLB. I'm thinking that we can take them down with RICO.
Well, okay, RICO worked against the mob because we proved it was a criminal enterprise, right? So you know that MLB is a criminal enterprise, not just a bunch of kids stealing cars. You know that.
Well, they're stealing cars, they're killing people, murder and car theft. That's enough to bring charges right there.
How many cars?
One. We know for sure that we're looking at some other leads. Come on, Bruce, there were 15 cars stolen alone just last week.
Jack, look, great ideas need landing gear as well as wings.
Oh, that's wonderful. Who said that, Edison?
It's on my secretary's coffee cup, but seriously, stealing a car is not a criminal enterprise. We're talking like 20 cars minimum here. So do me a favor, next time you hit me up, just bring me the landing gear, okay?
My ex-husband was accused of child abuse, and when I stood by him and didn't believe that he was guilty, they declared me an unfit mother and took Miles away.
Well, that should have only been temporary.
I just couldn't accept that. I fought back.
Making it only worse.
Yeah, I harassed the foster families. I followed them to school. One day I took them. It was just for the day. That's when they declared me an unfit mother and took away my parental rights and enforced a restraining order.
Gwen, if this young man is your son, it's going to take a lot of time and certainly cost a lot of money to pursue custody.
I don't care. I've missed the last 7 years of his life.
He's living in a middle-class two-parent family. He has brothers and sisters. You're going to have to compete with all that.
I'm his biological mother. I didn't give him up for adoption. They took him from me. And then they manipulated the system so I couldn't get him back.
Well, they're going to ask him what he wants.
He's 14 years old. How can he make that kind of decision? You don't think I should do this?
No, that's not it. I just want you to be prepared for the possibility of losing him twice. There are two very good lawyers I know who handle these kind of cases. I'll talk to them and see what they think.
If this is Miles, I'm not going to lose him. I am not going to let that happen again.
Things will be quieter in my office.
INS is housing immigrant kids with violent offenders.
Government leases holding facilities where they can get them. Unaccompanied kids flooding into the country is a problem policy hasn't kept pace with. INS's role is detention and deportation first.
Child welfare second.
Some of the kids get placed in foster care. More often than not, they get shipped back home. If they even have a home to go to.
Do you know this boy? We have reason to believe he was housed here.
Yes, his name was Ramon. That's all they tell me.
You consider these children a flight risk?
Frankly, yes. They've seen too much corruption in their short lives to trust us.
I'm guessing it didn't keep Ramon from running.
No.
Did Ramon associate with gang members, Mr. Dorman?
I don't think so. Ramon was a sweet kid.
Well, he was killed attempting to steal a car, having something to do with gang warfare.
You know, officer, these kids don't travel 2,000 miles through hell with the dream of coming to America to hook up with a gang. They come to escape poverty or brutality or to find family, work. These kids show up lost, afraid, and they gravitate towards anybody that speaks their language. something the gangs provide.
I guess boys like Ramon don't really have a choice. If they resist, the gangs just beat them into it. Hola.
Tengo frío en mis pies.
What's he saying?
He says his feet are cold.
Are these their shoes?
Yeah.
There's a DC number written inside this shoe.
Their mother's. She's working as a nanny for a local couple. These two are lucky. They won't get sent back. Mom's landed citizenship.
Do you still have Ramon's shoes?
Were you able to trace the number?
It was listed to a market in a town called Itzalco, El Salvador.
As a kid, we lived in an apartment building. There was one phone downstairs hallway used by about 20 families. This hunt can continue tomorrow.
Right. Night, Chief.
Good night.
Mi mamá está aguardando para que yo venga. Pero es difícil. Me vine solo.
Hey, stay away from the bus stations, all right? The INS camp's there. You understand?
No inglés.
Hey, good luck, kid. Vamos.
Suspect approaching our stolen vehicle. Unit 318, Page and DeBrino standing by.
I got nothing here.
Your hands out the window! Put them up! Do it! Get out of the car. Get out of the car!
All right, Armando. One more time. Just for my pea brain, okay? You were saying, you thought Detective Page was trying to steal the car that you had already stolen. How does that work?
Didn't steal it. The ignition was popped when we found it.
Oh, so you just borrowed it?
Yeah, that's it. I let her joyriding. So we was gonna put it back, and then he started chasing us.
He is Detective Page.
I don't know if it was a cop. Thought maybe it was jacking me.
What about the helicopter overhead, Einstein? Didn't it give you some kind of clue?
Could have been terrorists. The world's a mess, man. I was looking to protect myself.
Tried to kill a cop, Armando. No matter how you spin it, that ain't gonna play well in court, my friend.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a weird thing, Armando, but There's some cops out there who just do not like cop killers.
This is a waste of time. This guy had set himself on fire before he fled.
How long can we keep him?
Well, he's been here, what, 6 hours?
One more time.
Public defender's office has been slammed all day. It's gonna be a while before somebody can get here.
His parents are in Mexico, last known guardian's in jail. You got any ideas?
I know this kid. Let me take a swing. Screw it out there.
What about me? Gus, el payaso Mendoza. So, are you still living in your car?
Pues mira nomás. ¿Qué pasa, Mandito?
Don't call me that.
You ever heard of Rico, Mandito?
Nah, man. Try to squeeze him in too?
Rico. R-I-C-O. Racketeer-influenced and corrupt organization. It's how the FBI brought down the mob.
Man, I thought I was in here for some serious ass kicking. Instead, I get a lecture?
Well, listen close, my friend. Because this is how we're gonna take down the MLV. You know what it's like when you have a favorite sweater, right? And it's got a little string sticking out, and it's driving you nuts, till one day you finally pull it, and the sweater just falls apart. You are that little string, Mandito, and we're gonna pull you out, and the MLV is gonna come down on your head.
I don't have a sweater. And I'm a juvie.
You were. I checked your papers. You turned 16 2 weeks ago. Under RICO, you'll be indicted for a federal offense. How's that sound? That's real good. You keep practicing that stare, Mr. Big Shot. Under RICO, they'll treat you like a big shot. You're gonna have your own cell. You'll be in lockdown 24/7. You don't see anyone. You don't talk to anyone. Unless, of course, you're real lucky. And then, every few months, they give you a half hour outside the box. It's your only chance to beg a guard to shoot you. Put you out of your misery.
¿Estás buscando por enemigos?
¿Estás amenazando?
Sí, la palabra que usted contra ti, güey.
I can live with my enemies, you see? Especially when they're behind bars. I can cut you a deal to protect you. But you have to give me the names of the person who's giving you the clear registrations. They're not shipping those cars out without them. Give me a name.
Sí, yo creo que sí. Sí, es un buen color. Me gusta el color. Un puestecito. Entonces vamos a comprarle... Está muy largo, ¿no? Largo. ¿Comprará? Puede ser, puede ser. Sí, hombre, si tienes buen precio. Si no, yo pienso, ni te preocupes. Sería un buen precio. ¿Qué van a hacer, no?
Jack, it's Miles. It's him. Did Vanessa tell you? She found the paper trail and she confirmed that it was him. So I called to set up lunch. I just couldn't wait. Oh, I'm so nervous. Look, okay. So I found some of his old baby pictures. And look, this is some of the artwork he did when he was just a little kid. Oh, look. This is his first little baby booty. My mother knitted it.
Gwen, please. The family Miles has been living with, they adopted him 4 years ago.
So I can't get him? I mean, they didn't have to contact me?
You were a squatter, Gwen. You had no legal address. There's 3 restraining orders against you, and all your parental rights were revoked.
So they had the money to make it happen?
His adopted parents have agreed to let you meet with him.
Well, how generous of them. I mean, they already told him that I was dead. They should have just left it that way.
Gwen, come on, wait a minute. Gwen, wait a minute. Come here. Well, come here a second. Now, let's look on the positive side here. I mean, you found him. You know he's yours. You can visit him. I mean, you've changed your life. You've turned it around. That's some good stuff there. Huh? Now, come on. Let me see the booty. Show me the booty.
Ese güey. Luis, ¿cómo te llamas?
Ramón.
No.
Sí, Ramón.
No. Tú, el presidente. ¿Tienes hambre?
Sí.
Ten. Chingalo, güey. Dale, con piñata. Ay.
Eso. Armando Gutierrez gave up his DMV connection. Guy's name is Curtis Langtree. Brought the guy in and confessed to providing over 200 registrations to the MLV.
Great. Good. That's what we need. Good job.
You couldn't wait until after dinner to hit me up. You had to ruin the $30 steak.
Well, that was ruined the minute you overpaid for it. Now, there's your RICO case.
Jack, do you have any idea what it is going to take to mount a RICO case against these guys? We are going to have to coordinate with the FBI, the INS. We're going to have to prove and organize.
There's over 200 car thefts documented in here with the shipping manifest.
Oh.
There's your RICO case.
Oh, man. Boy.
Was that a groan of a reluctant man?
Listen, I bring a RICO case and it falls flat. I'm going to be known as the U.S. attorney who wastes taxpayers' money.
Well, then don't fall flat. The man with the new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds.
Coffee cup?
Mark Twain. Boy, that is good.
Yeah, great. Help yourself.
Oh, you don't mind, do you?
No. Appetite left. Please, be my guest.
Órale, Holmes. Te callaste con ese puerco Mendoza, ¿que no?
I didn't give that cabrón nothing.
Bueno, ese. Sí, hiciste bien, vato. Órale. Todo bueno. Sí, hiciste bien ese. Dame a ti, órale.
Maria, hey, it's me. Listen, about the other morning, I just want to say I'm sorry. I was a complete jerk. I didn't realize you had a brother. Anyway, I love you. You hear that? I love you, and I can't stop thinking about it. I'll call you later.
You okay?
Lady problems.
Oh, please. Finally, he gets a little something, and now he's an expert.
Yeah, at least I know where my little something's been.
So you think.
Hey, come on, girls. He's right, though. I can see it in your eyes. You're just counting the hours down until you can get back to her.
80% of his mind is on the job. The other 20% is on his Johnson.
Well, 80% of...
Bitch. It's 10:33. Officer down. I'm a dead man.
Joe? Mendoza?
He's fine.
Family?
The wife and kids are staying with her family in Boston.
Good.
Jack, Armando Gutierrez is dead. He's killed by his own crew before we could move him to federal custody.
How'd they get to him?
They pinned him to the bars in his cell and kicked in his skull before the guards could open the door.
All right, MLV is our priority. Let's bring him in.
Jack, what charges?
What charges? I don't know, loitering, jaywalking, cloned cell phones. Just bring him in, Joe. I don't care.
Jack, MLV is not the mob. The mob knew better than targeting
So what do you
cops.
want to do, Joe? You want to give him back to streets? Is
No,
that it?
We eased off a little. Try something else.
No, let's bring him in.
Ay, no, un poquitito. Man, come here. Huh? Yeah, man up, come on. Yeah. Cabroncito. Así fue. Una puto. ¿Qué haces, eh?
¿Qué, güey? ¿Qué hubo, carnal? Mira, cipote, está bien. Estás con nosotros ya. Enséñamelo, güey. ¿Es tu mamá?
Sí. Vine a buscarla.
Fíjate que yo llegué a buscar a mi mamá también. Pero se casó de nuevo con otro marido y... They want me around the house.
Mi mamá sí me quiere ver.
No, bicho. No. You're past life. Sería mejor si los dejaras en paz, ¿eh?
Me quiere. Será feliz cuando me vea.
Quizás, bicho. Quizás. Hey, Chucho, una sodita para... el presidente. Tomátelo, hombre. ¿Va? ¿Tienes hambre?
Poquito. Tengo mucha hambre.
Hola.
Hello?
Hola.
Hola?
Hola.
Do you speak English?
No. Sorry.
Okay. Uno momento. Does anybody here speak Spanish? Anyone here speak Spanish?
Sí.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sir, the boy's name was Ramon Acuero. He was 14. I spoke to his grandmother, who told me he left El Salvador a month ago on his way to D.C. to find his mother.
You got any of the family traveling north to pick up the body?
They can't afford to.
What about the mother?
We're closing in. She last worked on a cleaning crew at the Watergate.
All right, keep after it. I'll, pull some strings, have them hold on to the body as long as possible.
Right.
Thank you.
I suppose I could tell you that I didn't show because it's better not to complicate your life, not to start a relationship that confuses you or makes it hard. You're only 14. But the truth is, I didn't show because I'm selfish. I won't survive losing you twice. I never stopped searching or fighting or hoping. I wish you all the good things. I love you, and forever you will be my son.
You used to sing a song to me to put me to bed at night.
What song?
You are the sunshine of my life.
And you are the apple of my eye.
Take it to the Lord in prayer.
You know, I think this fast food thing's gonna work out, Chief. Only problem is you're gonna have a lot of detectives who are gonna be overweight.